has played the game quite well, and I think tonight, third time's the charm. They're going to really make things happen.
Abbott is the leading passer in the WAC, followed by Kellen Newton. So I'm not expecting a 7-3 type game tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't think so at all. We've got Colin Gifford over there leading it for Dodge City, at least in the WAC, and doing just a super job on those tackles on defense. Parker Davis right behind him, Jordan Dillon. We've got quite a few guys lined up there. Ryan Lomas, somebody to mention. I think they're ready to come and make some tackles tonight.
We'll see. Parker Davis listed as questionable for tonight's game. He is suited up, so we'll see how much Dodge can go to him tonight. But the Red Demons will open up some other opportunities. Blake Middleton will see some duty at running back tonight.
Right, and Blake is becoming stronger and stronger and just doing a super job, kind of following behind that brother of his, Todd. So,
who's an excellent linebacker.
Follow that lineage right down.
Well, the Demons in their way, white jerseys, red numerals, famous DC on the helmet, Liberal in their home reds with black, and black on red numerals, which are not the easiest to make out with the sun bearing down.
That is exactly right.
For the first quarter, bear with us a little bit on Liberal tacklers because it's going to be a bit of a guessing game. But you always notice, Kelly, the visiting side always gets the sun in their eye.
They do. I mean, it is like we are on the equator right now. I'll tell you, it is hot, hot, hot in this booth right now.
It certainly is. Well, the Red Demons will try and get things done here, Kelly, and Dodge City is wanting to work some more players in. We'll see some different guys getting on the football field. I know Todd Derler will be worked in more on the offensive line. Just Coach Foster feeling his team, which has been outscored in the fourth quarter this year, he wants to give some guys more breathers so they'll be better rested for that fourth quarter.
I think that's absolutely important. And, it's still not just freezing cold fall football weather here. I think that's very good that he wants to work all these guys in and just kind of show the depth of some of these younger guys and what they can come out on that field and do.
Well, the Demons would love to get out to a quick start, Kelly. That didn't happen. It was a tough go of it in the first quarter against Wichita Heights. The Demons played very well in the third quarter, but had some problems in the first half. And obviously they'd like to get a quick strike here in front of this hometown crowd of Liberal, trying to take them out of the game. I have to say, and it is maybe a late arriving crowd. There's some construction around town, but there's a lot of empty seats over there.
I do think so. I think we're outnumbering the Liberal crowd at the moment.
I
it does look very, very sparse on that side of the field. And I was looking as now Liberal, they have their choir sing the national anthem down there. I don't think that's as effective as the pride of Southwest Kansas with that giant band and the giant flag. But there were very few people over there for the national anthem I saw. So
maybe a late arriving crowd here, perhaps. The Demons are going to get the ball first. Have a slight breeze to play with, but it won't be much of a factor here. It's relatively stale here.
Wait, I think I felt a breeze just a moment ago.
We'd like to have one, in fact. But Liberal set to kick. Pike back deep for the Demons, standing at his own 2-yard line. The Demons won 30-7 a year ago. They will try for 4 straight. It's a short kick, angling to the far side. It's fielded at the 28-yard line, and I think it's Taylor Murphy to the 35.
It is
Taylor Murphy will get to the 35-yard line. The Demons will start with good field position.
Here, Ayodele Brima was the tackler on that one that time. Well done. He'll be known as number 29 for the rest of the night. I said it once.
So the Demons... at the third down, the shot. But he's going to get maybe a yard to the. One thing Coach Foster talked about Blake, he really wants him to run hard.
Yeah, he was running nicely there. Yeah, he was following Bryce Sunday right up the middle. Bryce Sunday had no one to block, and he kind of ran into him, and several Liberal guys gathered on the backside there of Sunday.
Now the Demons will come out in the shotgun with 3 running backs. The play-action pass, Newton with time down the middle. tackle and drop. The first down catch dropped by Deckett at the 45. Oh, man, he had it.
He did.
Just couldn't quite corral it.
Now, there's a flag down there on the play, too. But, yeah, I'll tell you, he had it right in his hands easily. It was a nice, easy catch across the middle.
Going to be a holding on the Demons, and it's declined. Dodge City will have a fourth down at 6, and we'll send out the punting unit. Burkhardt averaging 38 yards a punt on the season.
Yeah, his leg just keeps getting stronger and stronger, and I know I've said that every week, but it's really nice to see that happen in that young man.
Hammond and Hassick, a couple speedsters back for Liberal. High snap brought down.
Pulling down there. Jalen Rickenberg was really the first person down there, but it seemed like he tripped on the carpet and ended up on his knees before he could get to the tackle.
And they do have that field turf. Not a lot of bounce to it. I was down there on the field before the game. Obviously, they let me down there during the game, but it wasn't really bouncy at all. There wasn't a lot of give to it. Abbott to throw on first down. He fires it out in the flat to Torres, and he catches it. He's caught at about the 39-yard line, but this could be coming back. We're going to have a hold on Liberal.
It was a very nice wrap-up there on Taylor Murphy. They brought Lorenzo Pondo out to block him out, but Murphy swam right around him, was able to get the tackle that time.
So the holding penalty will negate the run. Liberal a passing team, but they do have the ability to run the ball. They're a spread team. The Demons match up a little bit better against spread teams.
You know, we saw last week bringing that wing back out a lot to take out a cornerback, and that's exactly what happened on that play. But I tell you, Murphy did it well.
Now they go empty backfield, 5 wide set for Britton Abbott, the quarterback, also the coach's son. But he's got a lot of ability. He throws a quick pass. It's complete out to the 35, making the 25, and down to the 26-yard line. Pass is complete to, was that a Trenton Hammond on the catch, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Hammond made a very nice catch there. Well, it could have been Octavio. I think it was Octavio Arondado.
Arondado on it. Yeah, second at 16 from the 27. No score. Liberal going left to right of the shotgun. And they fake the jet sweep, and Britton Abbott will keep, and he runs to the 35-yard line and get him about 8 yards. And now Liberal will have a third down and at least manageable here.
Big Harshberger on that tackle that time. And talk about kind of moving things around. Right now, Dawson Davis, the sophomore, is out there in the linebacker position.
He's filled in for Parker. Now Abbott to pass on third down and 8. Rolling to his right. Pressured. And they can't get to him. Abbott down the sideline. The pass broken up here on the near sideline. It was broken up by Pike. Good pressure on the play by Dodge City. It was Vogel who was getting the quarterback.
That time, the
brings them to me. His face red like a rose on a thorn bush, like all the colors of a royal flush. And he's peeling off those dollar bills, slapping them down.
Daniel Navarrete and Cedric Mitchell, all three juniors. They will lead the LHS band on the field with the production number, Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is? And the drumline feature, Free. Both songs were written by keyboardist Robert Lamb, and the drum arrangement is by Grant Matthews. Now please put your hands together to welcome that Negro band. Tonight's flag soloist is Elizabeth Maxwell, and trumpet soloist is Robbie Lewis.
Yeah, I think so. into town. Dodge City traditionally has a lot of fun on those days. Of course, Monday there's no school, so I guess the dress-up day for that is stay in your pajamas and hang around your house. It's a good way to qualify for
or wear a K95 T-shirt.
Or you could do that. Tuesday is Superhero Villain Day at Dodge City. Wednesday, Sports Day, where your favorite sports team. Thursday is Nerd Day, and then Friday is Red Demon Day.
Dodge City will try and be the villain in the second half. They lead by 3 as here comes Hammond on the return. He's got a seam, but he's tripped up at the 30. Dodge City coaching staff wanted a clip, and there's a player a little bit shaken up. It's Jordan Doan who's hobbling off. That's not good.
I'm not sure how you saw that clip. Oh, wait, you heard him screaming it here in the booth that
we
time.
We cheated a little bit. Yeah, I heard a little help there from the coaches, but Doan got hit pretty good. He's going to come off, and that would be a big loss if he can't return. Here comes Liberal. Schulte will come in and play that safety spot for him. So Liberal in the shotgun, down 3, and they've been moving the ball, and they option out. They'll pass, the deep pass, far side. The defender falls down, pass incomplete through the hands of Hammond as Schulte. They go right after the player who came into the game, as so many teams do, and the pass is incomplete.
Good job with Schulte staying with him, but when he turned to defend there, slipped and fell down. Thank goodness the ball was overthrown just a little bit.
2nd and 10 from the 31. Liberal in the shotgun, 4 wide set. Little bubble pass to the outside to Larkin. Larkin is strung down at the 35-yard line by Pike, in good space there to make the play.
Schulte in on that tackle,
Schulte
comes
too,
flying in. It's a great job, the two of them just pairing up and making that happen.
It's now 3rd and 6 as Liberal really going after Schulte.
I'll tell you, Pike has been such a contributor this year.
He certainly has. Has a pick in this game. Now a pass incomplete for Hammond. Overthrown, a little slant, and it's now 4th down, and Liberal appears 3 and out. They do have a fake punt on the game. You got to be careful of that because Abbott is the personal protector of the punter. Much like Dodge had a couple years ago with Landon Head, who is a personal protector. You can run a lot of things with him in there as well.
Absolutely. It's really nice to have a guy that not only is the star of your team, but a good utility man.
Dodge has 2 men back deep, and usually you have kind of a...
Who's got this guy? Who's got... He's throwing him. He's going to throw it
There
out.
we go.
And now Dodge City is going to have to, I think, take a timeout as they saw Liberal had a matchup on the outside and had to take a timeout. Well, he had a man uncovered.
No matchup on the outside.
Yeah.
No one out there to do anything, and all of a sudden...
I think Breimaw was uncovered, and the Demons had to take a timeout.
He absolutely was. The nearest man to him was Ryan Lomas. Lomas is a good hitter, but he's done a lot of running back stuff, but I don't know if he's a good matchup there to put on a receiver.
27-24. Red Demons, it's 4th and 6, and now you got to have nerves of steel if you try a fake punt after that timeout. And you know Dodge is going to be thinking about it, but we'll see what Liberal does.
Already.
Coach Abbott, how...
It's hard to say. Abbott goes off there with Brema, slapping hands like, ha-ha, we got him. So they may come back really making that look good for him. Doan's back in the game here.
Good to see that. Taylor's out to cover another receiver, if you would call it, also a headhunter. I'd have to think Liberal's going to punt here. They will snap it back to the punter, and here comes the kick, and it's a high kick. Dodge is going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Liberal roll all the way to the 15 and down to the 14. Good kick.
Yep, very good kick. It looked like it was going to wobble around there and go right into the hands of Pike, but I think he heard the approaching footsteps, decided to back off of it.
He did signal for a fair catch, but then let it go.
It was wobbling all over the place, though, Mark. Those are really risky ones to take down anyway because we've seen that many times every season.
Yeah, fumble you can't have, so play it safe there.
Young guys thinking, hey, I got it, and it comes squirting out.
So Dodge City trips on the far side, and it's a draw going to Middleton. Middleton's spinning, and he's to the 15, make it the 16, about 2 yards on first down.
Middleton goes to that left side. He kind of hung up in the middle for a moment. I think just enough time for a Redskin defender to get his hand on him, slow him down, and everybody could take him down.
Dodge City in the shotgun, same formation, trips on the far side. Newton looking to throw, heaves it over the middle, and it is intercepted off a tip, and Hammond has it. running to the far side. He's at the 30, 25, 20, leaps, and he's tackled at the 13-yard line.
He was actually tackled while he was in the air that time. And it was a double tip off of a Redskin defender into the hands of Hammond.
Yeah, that was a wobbly pass.
At best, yeah.
And I'm not really sure who the target was, but Liberal picks it off, and now they could go ahead here with a touchdown.
That's certainly not the way to start the momentum of this second half here.
Well, the Redskins in the shotgun, 4 wide set. It goes to Abbott, and it's a draw. He breaks free from Lomas, but he's not going to get through the second series of defenders. He goes to the right. Harshberger tackles him for a gain of a yard.
Yeah, Harshberger takes him right down, but Lomas was able to slow him down a little bit. I think the Red Demons are doing a really good job of reading what's going on there. Red Demon defensive line on that Liberal offensive line has just been crazy here the last little bit.
Kellen Newt came over to the water cooler. He's like, man, I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer here because the defense, that's the only problem with your pick six. Defense got to go back to work.
Yeah.
But they have a little extra giddy up there after a pick six.
Well, heck yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. I'm thinking back, we were talking about John Elway a bit ago. Manning, let's see, I think it was 2 games ago. He sat down. It was the Steelers game they were playing. He sat there for like 40 minutes before he came back into the game one time during that game. So Kellen Newton, none of that. He's not going to wait that long. They're going to keep him moving here tonight. But he's got a little break right now.
Middleton got a little water with him there. They had a little talk. But right now it'll be about special teams. It's Burkhart to kick. Demons by 10, 7:19 to go in the third. And Burkhart will kick it, and he gets a little oomph into this one, but it is fielded back near the goal line. And running hard is Hammond. He breaks one tackler, and he spins. He's dropped at the 20. Brought down by Lomas.
Yeah, Lomas got right in there, wrapped his legs up, and he wasn't able to go anywhere that time.
Well, momentum has shifted even further to the Big Red of Dodge, and now let's see if Liberal can move the ball. Well, if you could stop him here, he could really have a chance to do some damage.
Well, I think, yeah, anything huge defensively, a turnover, anything would be just a giant motivational stopper.
First and 10 from the 20, out in a Utah set with 2 running backs in the gun. It goes to Torres, and Savage eats him up back at the 16.
I'll tell you, they are looking very, very good out there. Certainly not what we were seeing last week with Heights. I mean, they've gotten their momentum back from those first 2 games against Southeast and Northwest.
Red Demons playing downhill on defense right now. It's 2nd and 13 from the 17. Dodge by 10. Abbott in the shotgun. Trips on the near side. He rolls that way. Now pressured. Savage on him. He throws it incomplete, out of bounds. And did he get it back to the line of scrimmage? He did, so it won't be.
I was going to say, I think he was just throwing that to get rid of it that time.
Well, he worried
Savage
about
was all over.
Intentional grounding, but I think he got out of the pocket and was able to get it to the line. So good pressure by Savage. It's made 2 big plays. Now it's 3rd and 13 from the 17.
Well, it's an excellent spot to back him up into, I'll tell you.
So Abbott in the shotgun, and he may try and just see how far he can throw it. Corners better be ready. Here comes the pass, and he goes over the middle, and it's complete for a first down to the 45-yard line as it's Trenton Hammond getting past Murphy for the first down.
Well, Murphy was all over him that time. Able to just reel him in as he reined it in. Murphy's just been all over the field tonight, doing a great job. Now here he is on the near side.
And Liberal sets up the pass, and Abbott hit as he throws. He gets it away on the screen, and a good effort there on the far side by Pondo. He gets to the 50, a gain of about 5 yards, and Abbott again scrambling for his life, using his upper body strength to complete it.
Well, and Jordan Doan, he came flying in there. Just the one mistake he made was he did not wrap him up. He hit him hard with the shoulder pad, but there was no wrap up.
Look at this empty set, and they've got 4 wide receivers on the near side.
Quadruplets.
So quads.
Never hear that much.
Quads left for Liberals. 2nd down and 5 from the 49. Abbott in the gun. And he'll look up top. They go on the far side, and it is
He really caught it. I don't believe
man.
that. I think that Taylor Murphy was playing it a little safe there because he's been called twice on that.
Hammond
pass interference.
Gets it down all the way to the 22-yard line. Well, they're just running and gunning right now, and Abbott just chucking it.
I'm going to look for that option of that Abbott-Torres option going to the right side.
First and 10 from the 22, 41-31 Demons. It goes to Torres running hard. He goes into Vogel, who pushes him down, and then finished off down there.
By Leighton Ediger.
Ediger and Harshberger getting up last. So it's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 19. The Demons would like to hold to a field goal if they could, but this Liberal attack's been explosive. Abbott in the shotgun. 4 wide set. Takes his time and down to 10 on the stamp clock. Dodge City blitzing and Abbott running. He gets the pass away, and it's complete over there on the far side to one of the running backs who gets to the 15. It goes to Torres, and he gets about 2 yards on the dump-off pass. Abbott read the blitz and barely got away. A 4-yard pickup.
He did. He's got a little tell out there what's going on. Pulls on his jersey to his receivers. Hey, I'm going to look to come your direction. But he had breathing down his throat there, both Savage and Lomas. If he wouldn't have gotten rid of that ball just then, he'd have been sacked.
3rd and 3 from the 15. Liberal going right to left. And Abbott on a keeper to the outside. He won't get it as Gamalik takes him down.
He didn't fool him, I'll tell you.
15, no gain. Now 4th down and decision time for Coach Abbott.
It was a great acting job that time running Torres off to the left, but Gamalik stayed home and didn't bite on it. Man, I'll tell you, he just wrapped him up around the waist and he flipped Gamalik over. That's the kind of power this Abbott kid has.
4th and 2 from the 14, down 10. Liberal's going to line up for a field goal, but again, if you're the Demons, you better be alert for some trickery.
Kicker has purple shoes. Watch out.
High snap brought down. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is no good. Wide right.
We'll take that.
Well, Ariano couldn't get it to go, and the Red Demons dodge a bullet there, and now get the ball back up 10, looking for more with 3:34 left in the third quarter.
Coach Dustin Ferguson came clear down the sideline just cheering and yelling after that happened that time. Great job there.
That's a tough call for Liberal because you're in field goal range, but 4th and 2, the way Abbott's been able to run, it's a tough call to make.
It is. They know they've got plenty of game left.
Yeah, I think they probably made the right call. It just didn't get the kick to go. Demons to run on 1st down to the right side, and it was
stopped very quickly.
Didn't get much.
Race Warden on the tackle that time. He just came panning down the line and was able to wrap up his leg and stop him.
Going to lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. So the Demons up 10. Come out in the shotgun. They fake the pitch. Now go to Lomas running on the far side trying to get some separation. He'll get up near the 20-yard line and gets about a half a yard again.
That's a long way to run for a half yard, I'll tell you.
Well, and I beg your pardon, the spot is actually back.
It's a long way to run to gain nothing, okay? He ran a long ways, not getting touched.
He lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Demons. You don't want to have to promptly punt this back to Liberal, but Dodge in danger of that here on 3rd down and call it 13 from the 17, up by 10. And trips on the near side. Newton rolls that way. He throws for Duckett. Wide open. He sits down in the zone. He makes the catch and has a 1st down to the 33.
He did. You know, they designed that play to send Duckett down there just far enough to turn around and get that 1st down. That's exactly what happened. It looked like it was kind of a low incoming pass, but Duckett did, as you said, sat down and was able to catch it.
That was an excellent play call on the Demons on 3rd and 13.
Well, I'm telling you, they're beating these guys in the backfield there. There's lots of openness every time they run several guys downfield.
A lot of trips, but the Demons come out in their inverted shot bone, as I call it right now. 3 running backs in there, and it goes to Middleton, and Middleton running hard to the 40 and up the middle. Stopped right there, gain of 7 on 1st down. Again, explaining this offense from a non-coach-esque, you got Coach Zillman explained it's going to be pretty simple, but you got your quarterback, 2 running backs just slightly in front of him, and then a running back behind him like a pistol set. It's a run to Middleton, who is the back man. He's the farthest back behind the quarterback, and he runs hard to the right and has a first down to the 43.
You know, he just needed a piece of luggage to look like O.J. Simpson in the airport on that one. He came flying over the top. Are you too young to know that?
The Hertz commercial?
Yeah. No, was it Hertz or was it Samson? I can't remember.
I don't know. I remember
jumping in the airport.
I remember OJ for something else. So
well, let's not even think of that. Let's think of those happy days when he's a good football player.
Exactly. First and 10 from the 44. Demons, again, that shot bone, and, well, it's a pass. Newton throwing deep and almost caught, adjusting in mid-play, trying to make the catch was Pike. He had to turn completely around. It went over the other shoulder, and Pike almost came down with it.
Pike was sent on a fly pattern with a plus behind it that time, and he's quick. And he was down there. He had to turn around to adjust because even though Newton shot that thing down there with everything he had, it still came in behind him. That's hard to stop that momentum, turn around, make that adjustment, hit one arm, bounced a little bit. That ball's coming in hard at a distance like that.
Second and 10 from the 44. 41-31 Demons. Newton throwing sideline, incomplete.
Just didn't get it to Duckett there. It's that same play we saw earlier. Duckett raises his hand like, hey, I'm going long, and then he cranks it to the sideline real fast. Just was led too far.
So now the Demons, 3rd and 10 from the 44. They've had luck over the middle tonight.
And they've had luck with Middleton. I think it's a middle night.
Yep. Demons get the play in, down to 18 on the snap clock. I say down to 18. They have plenty of time, but they are shifting now. And it appears to be a little bit of confusion on this play. Dodge usually up to the line very quickly, now down to 8. And a tight set with 4 wide receivers, though. And Newton to pass, has time, now rolling, looking, throwing. It's caught at the 49-yard line, but it's going to be short of the marker. It'll be third down, or make it 4th down and 5 now for the Demons.
Well, Newton's coming off. He's not happy that that he didn't make more happen with that play that time. But, you know, he had a lot of time, and then all of a sudden one guy squeezes through, and it puts you into, hey, I got to get rid of this ball mode.
So Dodge City, will they look for a fake here? Probably not, but they will line up in a punting formation. 4th and 5 from the 49. Snap back to Burkhardt. He'll kick it away. High kick. And the Liberals going to let it bounce. It rolls down to the 10-yard line. Now they back away, and it takes a Liberal bounce to the 11. So the Demons
Cale Rickenberg coming
push him back. Cale Rickenberg on the pickup. And the 34.7 seconds left in the third. 41-31 Demons. They had a feeling if Dodge could have scored on that last drive,
that would have put some big things up.
May have put it away, but now Liberals very much part of this game.
I really don't want to drive back to Dodge City in a dreary mood.
I don't either.
It'll make a fun drive.
With the Chiefs and Jayhawks, I mean, Dodge City's all I got this year, Kelly. They gotta find a way. I'm going to be in a football depression.
I was a little depressed. You know, I'm a Broncos fan, and boy, I'll tell you,
you got Peyton, man.
Monday night. It's not a good night.
You got Peyton. I don't want to hear, but you got the division wrapped up. Here's an inside screen going to Lewis, and he bounces to the outside. Can he get a block? He does. He's out to the 30, and one man to beat, pushed out the 40. Taylor Murphy stops him there.
I'll tell you, in the open field, Liberal has looked really great tonight. They've got some huge breaks. They're able to just have some really long plays, but it seems like when they get down there tight, that's when things start falling apart for them. When something really counts.
Like the old run and shoot offense. I mean, once they get down the red zone, things get a little bit tougher for them.
Yep.
Empty backfield. Got to watch the quarterback on this one. And Abbott, straight draw, and he breaks it to the 50 outside. There's a hold to the outside. Nothing called as he gets down to the 38-yard line before the ball pops out of bounds. It looks like one of the receivers got away with a hold, but Abbott
all over all over Jordan Doan. Well, no, it wasn't Jordan Doan who was out there. Leighton Ediger. Excuse me.
1st and 10 from the 38. Liberal down 10. They have the ball here in the third. And it's a pass rolling out. Now heaving off his back foot. Passes out of bounds, incomplete. It was caught out there by Hammond. Boy, Hammond and Lewis are some big class receivers. I mean, those guys can really.
They are. It seems like Liberal always comes up with some really incredible receivers. Really quick guys. get around in that backfield.
2nd and 10 from the 38. Might be the final play of the third quarter. 41-31 Demons. Another empty backfield, and Abbott's looked to keep all the time in this. He will run the draw again, and this time the Demons all over it. He'll still scamper forward for about 3 or 4 yards, and that'll be the final play.
Gavalik ended up on top that time. Harshberger got the squish on the bottom of the pile.
Got about 3. Well, 1 quarter left. Dodge City 41, Liberal 31. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one here in Liberal. Back in 1 minute here on K95. Well, the Demons going right to left. 41-38. And they pass it out in the flats, and it goes to Lomas, and Lomas breaks a tackle, and he's to the 44-yard line, close to a first down.
Murphy on that catch. There you go.
Yep, sorry, Taylor Murphy had it there.
Did a really nice job of reading what he had to do and was able to squeeze a few more yards out of it by a little dodging and ditching.
2nd and 1 from the 44. And the Demons run it to Middleton. He breaks a tackle, and he has a first down carry to the 46.
I'll tell you, Octavio Arredondo's been all over Middleton tonight.
Ortega in there as well, as the Demons have 1st and 10 from the 46, up 41-38. An eternity left in this game at 11-17. Dodge City 4 wide receiver set. And they throw up top, almost picked. Instead, it's caught up there on the far side. It goes to Doan, who's pushed out of bounds.
Really close to the first down.
At the 45-yard line. And
about a yard and a half maybe, or a yard.
Oh, they actually spot him. Ooh. Yeah,
back a little further.
Yeah,
huh?
He's going to be back even farther. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Demons.
A yard and a quarter.
Dodge City play action. Now, actually, it's a run by Newton on his own read, and Newton has a first down to the 38-yard line. Thought for a split second Newton was going to look to throw, but he faked the handoff and then ran.
I thought for a split second, the way several guys rushed in there on him, I thought maybe the ball had popped loose. It looked, you know how they always have those guys in attack mode when a ball comes squirting down. I saw 2 guys move on the Redskins like that. I thought, oh no. But nothing of the such happened.
Dodge City with 1st and 10 from the 38, and they come out with their shot bone formation here. And they pitch it back to Middleton, running to the near side, trying to find a seam, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line. Gave him about 6 yards on first down, brought down from behind by Arredondo.
Again, good job with Middleton, just kind of chipping away tonight, chipping away, making great things happen.
2nd and 5 from the 33. Good to see the Demons get out to the edge a little bit.
Yeah.
And they've got Duckett isolated on the far side. They come out again with that power running shotgun formation. It goes to Middleton, and Middleton shoving bodies as he's pushed down to the 28-yard line. He's going to be right there, but just short of the marker.
Comes blowing up that right side that time.
So the Demons have 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1 at the 28, up by 3. And it's a run to Middleton, and the first down carry right off tackle to the 23-yard line. So Dodge City going right after him.
Arredondo and Dylan Behrens on the tackle that time. Sunday comes in for Harshberger on the tackle position.
1st and 10 from the 23. Dodge City going right to left, and a handoff to Middleton as the Demons run it up the middle to the 19, about 4 yards there. And this drive giving the defense a chance to get a little bit of a breather, Kelly. Nothing wrong with running a little clock.
Yeah, it works out just fine. Middleton came up the middle that time, and right behind Brownback and Hernandez, and then popped out the left side.
2nd and 7 from the 20, and now Newton fakes the handoff. He throws it outside to Pike. Pike is bottled up, though, at the 18 and down near the 17 as they faked the handoff, and then Newton wheeled all the way around and threw it to the near side.
Well, Pike had 3 defenders right there in his face, led by Britton Abbott, and he just made sure he fought for everything he could.
3rd down and 4, and Newton now option. He runs to the outside. It looks like maybe a broken play, but Newton down near the 10. He's got a first down carry.
I think that Newton was really surprised when he turned around and headed to that right side that time. He saw a huge open field, and he goes, I got to make something happen.
Now, I'm not sure if that was by design or not, but
I don't
worked.
believe it was.
Newton takes off.
Do it again. Yeah.
Now we have a stoppage of play. As maybe an equipment error over there. Yeah, helmet issue. One of the Liberal players out there. Dylan Behrens has to come out. Now the Demons running on 1st down and goal from the 10.
Looks like he landed him right on the 5-yard line. That
get out to the 5 with Middleton. No need mentioning. Dodge really could use a touchdown. They lead by 3, 41-38, and an offensive explosion. Under 8 to go in the ball game. And a handoff Middleton. He is going to run to the right side. Here comes a late flag as Middleton down to the 2, but what's the penalty about?
Didn't see anything strange happening out there. Nobody jumped up like, oops, I did something.
I got a bad feeling this is going to be on Dodge City, but let's check it. No, it's going to be hands to the face on Liberal.
Wow. Well, Liberals getting desperate out there. They're going to start doing everything they can.
So legal hands to the face, that should be a first down. Well, it's second and goal from the 1 after the penalty. Dodge City with Newton rolling. He's going to look to throw. Now Newton looking to run, and Newton is hit back at the 3, and he's sacked at the 4.
Just nothing happened right there. He had 4 guys in there on top of him. Abbott was one of them. Troutner and also Urban.
Yeah, maybe a case where you just got to throw that away because now you can't just run a sneak up the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If he would have just done that last time, or at least even off to the right side, because there's a nice open spot to go, he might have had a chance bullying it in there just a little bit. But that time, it just took too much time for something to happen. He had 3 defenders on top of him.
Third down and goal from the 5. Newton checking the play. He's got 3 running backs in there in this shot bone set. He's going to roll out. He's looking on that near side for the end zone for Duckett. Touchdown, Dodge City!
Now Lomas did an excellent job there. They ended up 2-on-1. They had Lomas and Duckett out on 1 defender. Duckett went continuing toward the sideline, and Lomas pulled back to the middle, so he gave Newton a safety valve there.
Well, the Red Demons with a touchdown pass. Now it's 47-38, and
we're hitting 60. We're going to 60.
Ever important extra point here from Burkhardt is up.
Nice.
The distance and right down Broadway. It's good. 48-38 Dodge. 6:48 to go.
I'll tell you, that kick that time really was smooth off of Burkhardt's leg. Really good job doing it.
Parker Haskins score update. It's Great Bend over Wichita North, 41-0.
Wow.
That's up next for the Demons.
The other Redskins game. Now, we're coming back with Great Bend. I was just alluding there's another Redskins game here. Aren't they the Redskins?
The Panthers.
No. I'm talking about Wichita North.
They the Redskins or the Indians?
Indians. Redskins.
I think they're the Redskins. I think you're right. I think it was Shawnee Mission North was the Indians. I always get them mixed up for my Sunflower League days. It was a long time ago.
But yes, the Panthers are coming to town. Homecoming week at Dodge City. I'll go back and apologize. It is Nerd Day on Thursday. It's not Tyson Schroeder Day. I was actually paid to say that. No, I wasn't paid to say that. Tyson Schroeder always dresses up like a great nerd. He's a teacher at Dodge City High School. His buddies Brian Myers and Jonathan Hansen are down here with us tonight. They dared me to say that. So Tyson, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
48-38 Demons, 6:48 left. Dodge trying to go to 1-0 in WAC play and 3-1 on the season. But there is a lot of time left, a quick strike offense that Liberal has. They can just throw the deep ball. They can get such big chunks of yardage so quickly.
Well, and we're playing them tentatively, too, because we don't want that pass interference.
Deep kick, fielded back at the 10, and here's Hammond spinning his way around. He's going the wrong way. He's back near the 2-yard line. Now he's back in the end zone. Dodge City tackles him at the 1. Oh! The Demons want his safety. I think he escaped to the 1. Oh, my goodness.
Can I just say, I'll describe that play like this. You know you're driving down the street at night and there's a jackrabbit sitting right in the middle of the road? And he goes everywhere crazy because he can't get out of the lights? That's what happened there that time. Holy cow. Holy cow.
That is not going to make a football 101 video, I can tell you that. Demon fans wanted a safety.
Maybe a defensive one, maybe.
My goodness, Trenton Hammond.
Holy cow.
He ran the wrong way.
Brian Myers says next door, filming, putting this on the internet tonight. He says, 101 what not to do.
Yeah, that's going to be on the quiz later. Now Liberal, what do they call it? At their own 1 yard line. And Abbott's going to throw it deep. And it's caught again by Hammond at the 30 with double coverage. Dodge City just does not have an answer for number 21.
And, he had Murphy and Doan on him that time. Yeah, they have an answer. Maybe he's kind of getting up with a little limp on his leg.
Well, I hate to say this, but if you're Liberal, I mean, maybe you just look at him every play now. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know how you slow him down. They're looking his way again, and the coverage dropped back. It's a short pass, a gain of about 3. Well, no, that's not right. That's a gain of actually about 10.
Reined it in.
Call it 8 yards.
Yeah.
I lost my place there on the field. 2nd and 2 from the 37. Part of it is Abbott dropped so far back in the gun that time. He throws it out in the flats to Torres. The play is blown up. Now they never ruled it down. Dodge City just needs to scoop this up. Are they going to rule it? Red Demon ball at the 12-yard line, and they will. It's ruled a backwards pass.
That is incredible.
Oh, my.
Well, good heads-up
thinking. The Liberal
thinking.
coaching staff is out on the field wanting an explanation.
Almost to the hash mark there. Well, just because they couldn't see it. We've got a nice vantage point over here. But I'll tell you, good heads-up ball play in there by the Dodge City defense.
Oh, my. The Red Demons, Torres had to go through his hands. They rolled a backward pass, and the Demons fall on it. So Dodge City.
That's one of those plays where you just can't taste it enough. Colin Giffords just like, get that ball in my hand. It kept bouncing, and he couldn't get a good grip on it. Had to fall down on it eventually.
Well, that's the right thing. Coaches, I can guarantee, are saying just fall on it.
Yeah.
Don't try and pick it up. But Gifford won that 6 points, but he makes a big play for the Demons. Newton pump fake, pressured, and he's sacked back at the 19. He was trying to adjust the route, but it's going to be a 7-yard loss.
There was nothing he could do. Adelaide Brima in on the tackle there. Also on the tackle was Arturo Ortega. That is an incredible name. Adelaide Brima.
So Liberal turns it over on a backwards pass, and now the Demons have a 2nd and 16 after the sack of the 19. 5:13 to go. 48-38 Dodge City. And the Red Demons need to get some yardage back on this 2nd down play. And they run a draw to Middleton, and Middleton tripped up. He gets to the 15.
He's really close.
He gets back basically the sack yards. It's now 3rd and 11 for the Demons.
He gets close to getting it back there in that 10-yard range.
And he was just a tackle away from breaking that, but good job up front by Liberal. 3rd down, call it a long 11 for the Demons at the 15.
Now, Mark, check out the clock. It's ticking down here, 4 minutes, 35 seconds right now.
Dodge City with trips on the far side. Low snap. Newton picks it up, looking for the end zone, and now he's pressured. Newton's got to get rid of the ball. He breaks free, now throws for Doan. Touchdown, Dodge City!
Nice job!
6 for the Red Demons.
Jordan Doan did a super job really watching where that sideline was. He looked that ball in, and he made sure that he got both feet down, so there was no doubt as to what he was trying to do in keeping that in the end zone.
Well, Newton was just trying to keep the play alive, and you're thinking, throw it away and save the field goal, but he found Doan, and Jordan with the touchdown grab in the near corner of the end zone. 54-38 Dodge City.
Newton's had some choices to make tonight.
Here's the kick, and it is good.
55-38. Are you kidding me?
Well, we may see 60, Kelly.
There are several games. I think there's like 5 or 6 games last week that hit upper 50s and 60s. That's just, that's incredible when you see that in high school football. And we're not talking about 8-man football. Well, I say we're going to, we got 4 minutes to take this into 60 here.
Well, this has been an explosion of offense. It reminds you a little bit of the North game from last year. That was 69-46.
Wow.
And Parker Davis had 300 30 yards rushing.
Isn't that incredible?
Parker didn't play tonight. You see him down there on the sideline. He's got his helmet on and has not played, though. And Dodge City has found a way to get it done with Davis out of that lineup.
Coach Foster's got him right there at hand. I think it'd be kind of crazy to put him in and risk him at this point.
Coach Abbott really giving the official an earful, and I'm going to guess it's going to be on that backwards pass. But he is not a happy individual right now. You can tell, you read that body language, and we're quite a ways away from him.
And why would he? Why would he be a happy guy?
Well, Liberal had stolen some momentum. It was 41-38, but the Demons with 14 straight. Here's the kick. Liberal's going to field it at the 20. And Torres with the seam down the near sideline. And there goes Torres, and he breaks free. He's got Taylor to beat to the outside. Are you kidding me? Torres will go the distance.
Well, I'll tell you what happened this time. Burkhart came flying through there to make the tackle, but he didn't judge it correctly, and he went flying behind him.
Wow. That is a big play for Liberal, and they are back in it just like that.
I'm going to give him the close to back in it. But you don't want that happening twice, I'll tell you that.
Torres starting running back.
He's a speedy guy, I'll tell you.
You talk about his power, right? In a more run-based offense would be very effective. Here's the kick, good, and it is now back to 55-45. 10-point game and still 4:11 to go.
Well, Christian Torres, when you take a look at it in the WAC, you've got Grayson Temple from Garden City, 433 yards coming into this game tonight. David Cardinal from Hayes, Alex Delton from Hayes, 410 and 336 respectively. But Torres is number 4 on the line, just above Parker Davis with 237. Davis coming in with 215.
Temple, his number is a little skewed. He had 279 last week.
Wow.
For Garden City.
So he got lucky.
Second all time behind Broderick Smith, who had 320 something against the Demons in 08. Or was it 07? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it had to be 07.
You're asking the guy that has no clue.
I think it was 07 on that, yeah.
You want everybody to call in and tell you if you're right or wrong on that? No, that's all right.
I think it was 07.
I have no idea. I don't remember his name.
Hopefully Cale Pick will be active for KU tomorrow. He missed last week, but some talk he might be able to go tomorrow, hopefully.
Very good.
That'll be the case.
Hometown guy.
Here's the kick. Onside kick by Liberal. And it's fought for. And it's on the deck. Liberal has it.
It took some crazy bounces. Colton Schulte was really the last man to be able to get to it, and he was about half a yard away. I'm telling you, if he would have just grown another foot, he would have been fine there. Probably had that ball, but doggone it.
55-45 Dodge City, and now Liberal special teams. They turn it around, and here they come, and throwing, looking for Lewis. He makes the catch at the 42, a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Taylor on the tackle, Rashawn Taylor.
Bopped out there off the middle on the left side.
If ever there's a time the Demons could use another interception, that would be it. Now Abbott looking left, throwing left for Hammond against Murphy, and Hammond the catch at the 20.
Again, he just drags it right in. Murphy playing him rather cautiously, I think.
Yeah, you have to start bumping them now because they're right down to the 20. It just, Liberal gets 20, 30-yard pickups like nothing.
It has been a crazy night like that.
1st and 10 from the 20, and Abbott looking. Now he's pressure, rolling out, and he throws it over the middle, and it's complete to the 19 to Larkin, who's tackled by Doan.
Doan was all over him, and Abbott turns around. He's got 4 defenders in his face there.
2-yard pickup to the 18.
Able to squeeze that out. Clock still ticking down.
2nd and 7 from the 17.
3:15.
And Abbott throwing over the middle, incomplete, overthrew that time on looking for Hammond.
Yeah.
Trenton Hammond is a 6'1 sophomore. We had not mentioned he's a sophomore.
Yeah. They've got some sophomores that are scary and in opponents of Dodge City. You go back to that Witten last week. Holy cow. I think everybody noticed the power of that kid.
Lewis is a senior, Abbott a junior, so 3rd and 7 from the 17. Abbott looking to the right side, rolling and throwing on the move, and it's batted away, almost picked off here on the near side by Savage.
He was all over it that time, just about had it. Wouldn't that have been nice to have him pick that up and run it back?
So now 4th down and 7 from the 17. You're down 10. The Liberal has
Where do you
missed
go?
a couple field goals. They are,
You go to Britton Abbott. Spread them out. Put 5 receivers out there.
that's not
Have
the
him
call,
run it up
though,
the
Kelly.
gut.
They are
No.
going to line up in a field goal formation.
Huh.
If you're Dodge City, as much as you want to block that kick, again, you play it safe. You don't want to let any type of trickery here.
They get 3 at
34-yarder on the right hash. For Ariano, here's the kick. It is
just
good.
barely
Sneaks
through.
it in there.
barely through. I thought that wasn't going to make it that time, Mark.
So the kick is good, and it's 55-48 with 3 minutes flat left in the game.
It's a touchdown and an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now, Liberal has all 3 of their timeouts. Dodge with 2. Do you onside kick again if you're the Redskins?
I think they probably do, just to see what they can do here. I think you put every guy out there on Dodge City that's got hands
Yeah, you go the hands team.
and tell them don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, the conservative by the book would say 3 timeouts, go ahead and kick it deep. If I'm Liberal, I think about that onside kick quite a bit.
Yeah.
The thing is, Liberal doesn't have a guy who can boom it. Now, maybe they would try more of a pop-up kick and force the Demons to field it. We've seen that be effective, too. The Demons have actually had luck with that. But
Sure, and look, they're playing everybody up so close.
you got Duckett at the 50 up there. You got the hands team up there, so the Demons are looking onside kick.
Murphy, Duckett.
Here it
Doan.
comes. It is an onside kick on the far side. Dodge City
Doan.
fields it. Jordan Doan at the 49. Big play.
Nice job. Doan steps right up there, takes it, bounce right into the gut, and rolls down on it.
Now by rolling
Smart playing.
the dice, you give Dodge City excellent field position. That's the trade-off.
Which side of the field are they on? Are they on the Dodge City side? Well, just barely.
They're on the equator there.
They are, but they spot it just barely on the Dodge City side of the field.
1st and 10 from the 50. The Demons, 2:59 left. They lead by 7. They need to rattle off a couple of first downs and then head back to Ford County. Here's a run that goes to Middleton, up the middle, running hard. Got to hang on to that ball. They blow it dead at the 46-yard
He had
line.
8 guys on him that time. 3
Yeah.
guys were standing on the fringe. Everybody else was on top of Middleton that time.
It is a pickup of 4. Good pickup on first down. Well, this is gut check time for your young sophomore. Parker Davis did not play tonight, and Middleton has filled in well with 3 touchdowns. You got to hang on to that ball. 2nd and 6 from the 46. 2:28 to go. Dodge City is going to let the clock run. And they got up to the line rather quickly. Now they got to stand there for 10 seconds. Down to 7, down to 6. Liberal creepy now. They got everybody in the box, and it's a run to Middleton, running hard up the Middleton. Middleton to the outside, far sideline. He's got the first down and more. He's pushed out of bounds near the 4-yard line.
4 or 5-yard line, Mark. That was incredible call there. He had just an awesome seam right up the middle. He was able to just fly right through.
Oh my, what a run by Blake Middleton.
You know, and kudos for the discipline of that Dodge City offense. Staying put, not one person moved a muscle. I'm sure their contacts were dry from not blinking, too.
And they actually mark him out somehow at the 9. Now,
What?
we're at kind of an angle, but
Yes, he must have stepped
you're
out.
watching on the internet. You probably had a better view than we did, but I thought he got down near the 4. Here's Middleton running hard down near the goal line, and he's
Whoa, big
pushed
huge
down.
block in the back there at the end. Are you kidding me?
Late hits from Liberal as the Demons get it
Holy
down to
cow.
about the 3.
Hey, you better hide that guy back in there really quickly because, I mean, he just blasted over the top after the play had been blown.
But, Kelly, that's a break for the Demons not scoring because you got to force Liberal to either call timeout or you just keep running the clock. I'm surprised Liberal hasn't called a timeout. Dodge needs to let this thing run. It's 1:35 and ticking. 13 on the snap clock, and you let this get down as much as you can. Down to 5.
They're statues.
And now the Red Demons run it. It's Middleton. He runs into the line, and he is going to be tackled after a gain of about a yard.
He was really trying to follow up right there behind Chris Brown back. But he really just got stuffed right at the end.
Timeout Liberal. We're going to keep it here. 1:14 to go. 55-48 Demons. Liberal has 2 timeouts now. And the Demons have a 3rd down and goal from just outside the 2, about the 2.5-yard line.
Well, I think, again, Mark, you've got to be really careful here because, like you said, we've seen some really explosive plays from Liberal coming in tonight. They still have a minute to work with, and if you punch it in right here, well, they're going to have just a little over a minute to work it all the way down here. I don't know that that's, if they punch it in, that's good. If they don't punch it in, that's really bad.
Well, the other thing, keep in mind, I mean, a field goal would not be a bad deal either here, obviously.
Sure,
You
yeah,
have
that
2
puts
scores.
us up. You're right.
But,
there are a few options to play with.
I think you keep this on the ground no matter what.
Oh, you have to.
To force Liberal to either make a stop or burn a timeout. But we'll see how Coach Foster plays it. You know, Ed Newton's been pretty good on the bootleg, and he gives you some versatility out there. Maybe a zone read look. I don't know. Coach Foster,
you never know.
Put up a great offense, great luck down in Oklahoma, Elk City, and has done a tremendous job here at Dodge City.
Well, I really like this new formation we've never seen before tonight.
I'm calling it the shot bone.
Shot bone.
Until
That's exactly what it looks like.
I meant to try and look at some scouting stuff on Louisiana Tech. We're going to have to do that this week. I guarantee you Great Bend will be.
Yeah.
It's been effective.
Crazy thing.
Well, the Red Demons have a 3rd down and goal from the 3, and here comes that shot bone. In the gun is Kellen Newton. And Dodge City just moved. 2 men in motion, Middleton and Savage, and that's going to be a penalty. Yeah, that is.
We had 2 guys moving. It had to have been Brownback didn't snap it, I wonder. But then again, it didn't look like Newton moved at all either. You had Savage and Middleton both flinching.
So 3rd and goal from the 8 now. Let's see if that changes the play call. And the Demons will run a little misdirection. It goes here with Lomas running to the end. It's Pike! Woo! Pike running to the end zone, and he scores! Touchdown, Dodge City!
Super job out there. Pike just
Trace
took a little
Pike
sidestep there on the freshman, Jared Hassick.
And it is 61, Kelly.
He was right on. We did it. We made it to 60. Let's call it right now. Let's go home, guys. We made it to 60. Woohoo! Here comes 62.
Pike. A little misdirection play, and boy, he tears it up. Vernon rubber down here in the near side.
Hold on.
Here's the kick. Good.
There have been 110 points put up in this stadium tonight. Is that incredible?
We're not done yet.
Holy cow. Let's let him go down. Let's run that up a little bit. Let him go down. It's a touchdown. It doesn't matter.
I'll let you tell that to the defense.
No, we don't want to do that.
So it's 62-48, and now Torres ran one back. I would suspect
they're hoping for that
something
again.
short here or a squib.
Yeah, just squib it. Bounce it down there, make them attempt to field it. All right. Do we dare say we're going to 70? No, we're not going to 70.
I don't.
They'd have to have a 2-point
Yeah, I don't think
conversion.
you want to go to 70. This has been, we expected a shootout, but my goodness.
That's incredible. I didn't expect this coming down here. I thought it was going to be a kind of a tough game. I was looking at something like, 30-27. Nothing like this.
Well, the Liberal fans that came have stuck around, and with
except for the ones in those fancy seats. I just keep saying that over and over. It's just kind of funny looking. There's nobody in them.
Well, from the PlayStation 3 school of offense, I think if you're Liberal, you look for Trenton Hammond again here, Kelly.
Oh, I think you
and
have to.
I'm going to say something I don't know if I've ever said before, because I've never been a big believer in the prevent defense, but you may run some prevent defense here trying to slow down that deep ball.
Yep. You better.
This might be the one exception, because Liberal has gotten it done with the deep ball exclusively. Right now, the Demons need a good kickoff. They need to cover it.
Well, I think you say that.
I would expect Burkhart to maybe pop this one up. Now he's going to squib it to the near side. Takes a big hop, and it's picked up by Pike on the run. Now it'll be blown dead And the Dodge City, that went 10 yards, and it did. The Demons recover the onside kick on a room service bounce to
Trace
Pike.
Pike is kicking it out there right now.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe the bounce. That went right up into his hands
It was just
perfectly. He caught it
perfect
on
timing.
the run.
Well, he's so fast. I mean, that's the only way. That was
Unbelievable.
absolutely incredible. Wow.
Well, the Red Demons, they really went 10 yards. It's a recovered onside kick, and now the exits become flooded here in Liberal at Redskin Field. Dodge City with a 1st and 10, the 45, up 62-48, and a run. It goes to Middleton. Middleton running hard. Got to hang on that ball, and he does, and he has a first down.
Arredondo all over him
31.
that time, but he had to catch him from behind, so he ran clear through the line and the linebackers into that secondary.
So the Demons in that shot bone again with 1st and 10 at the 33. And just letting this clock run. Liberal does have 2 timeouts. They haven't used them.
And it doesn't look like they're going to. Just let it go.
The Demons may just take a knee here. Let's see here on 1st down. They will. It's a kneel down. And Liberal now. Well, they are going to call a timeout. It doesn't matter, though.
Right.
They
Yeah, there's
can only
nothing that
stop
can
it
happen
twice.
there.
They can only stop it one more time, so the Red Demons have put themselves in a position to win this game, Kelly, in a hard-fought game. Liberals' whack losing streak will hit 17.
Yeah, I mean, they've just come up with some incredible breaks tonight, and there were times I was just thinking, oh, my goodness, we didn't travel this far for something like this to happen. The Dodge City is going to prevail here, and they've really, shown with some younger players tonight, being able to do the job.
Well, and the Red Demons going with more younger players, trying to platoon a little bit more, give some guys some breaks, and it has worked. We've seen a resurgence here in this late 4th quarter. Dodge will line up for another kneel down. They do kneel in the shotgun, which, again, is perfectly legal. And there's the kneel down, and Liberal will burn another timeout. So they can't stop it anymore after this one. 62-48 Dodge, 28.7 seconds. A lot of controversy in the Tampa Bay, New York game last week involving kneel downs, as Tampa Bay got a little aggressive on some kneel downs. They claim they're playing to the last whistle, but Tom Coughlin thought otherwise.
You always hate to see that.
Yeah, the other team's trying to take a knee and end it. You don't want to lay down, but at the same time, I mean, the game's over.
Yeah. It's the same thing here, burning your timeouts. Why do you burn your timeouts when there's really nothing you can do about it? I guess you can hope that in making them snap the ball a couple extra times that it goes flying somewhere weird.
A quality win for the Demons, and this Liberal team.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they really stepped up and played a great ball game tonight.
Yeah, they're going to be a force for somebody with the way they can throw the ball. 3rd and 19. There's the kneel down by the Demons. And depending how quickly they mark this, well, they have already started the snap clock.
They did. They started the snap clock right on.
You can't. Is that right?
No. There it goes.
Yeah, they
Now
just
jump
reset it. Yeah, because then that'll be the final play of the game as the Red Demons in a dogfight here from Redskin Field. The Demons emerge victorious 62-48. What a battle tonight. The Red Demons 1-0 in WAC play with Great Bend on deck.
There's some crazy games coming up, I'll tell you. So this is a great way to start things off.
I'm not really good at math, so I'm kind of glad this one finally ended as the Liberal promptly takes that score off the scoreboard.
They did. Boy, they got that. The guys are still out on the field shaking hands, and they've got that erased. We don't want you to see it anymore.
Well, the Demons win here tonight. Let's take a timeout and talk about it. You're listening to the Red Demons on K95.